Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Real Talk Episode 4. I am Jacob.
And I'm Jared.
We are Real Talk.
Ooh, yes we are.
Yeah, that got very sensual right at the beginning.
Oh, yes it did.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh,
Chicka wow wow.
Okay, stop.
Some really good news this week. They're rehiring of James Gunn for Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
I'm so excited about that.
Yeah, you look really excited.
When I heard about it, the only thing I thought about was, you know that scene from The Office, the American Office, when he drives, I think it's at the beginning of a season, he drives into the parking lot in a Ferrari and just goes, "It's Brittany, bitch, I'm back." That's what I could picture James Gunn doing as he drives onto the lot, as he drives onto the Disney lot.
Yeah, wearing Star-Lord's red leather jacket.
Yeah.
I'm back.
Just walks in like a macho.
Repeats racist joke he was fired for. I'm untouchable. I beat Disney and political correctness.
What are you gonna do? Fire me? You tried. I'm basically a god.
Whoa, I wouldn't go that far. He's only got 2 arms. No, it is good news, and the fact that he was fired for a frankly unfunny joke that he made
over 10 years ago.
It was ridiculous. The fact that people are being fired over jokes now because little Sally Two Shoes got fucking offended.
Little Sally Two Shoes?
Yeah, that's the best I can get. It frustrates me.
Yeah.
A lot.
We can't go full on this podcast.
Yeah.
So Little Sally Two Shoes will have to do.
Yeah, it's it just really upsets me when directors and writers and to a certain degree actors get into trouble for saying things that are not
what
good. they're not great things to say, but if they're intended as a joke, then
then if it's clearly a joke, then take it as a joke.
Yeah.
But then again, he was an idiot. He probably shouldn't have made that tweet. But it was made so long ago.
Yeah.
But apparently, the person that pulled him up for it was notorious for creating problems where there were no problems. Apparently, and that's why they debunked, and that's why they looked into it. And I think the reason why they brought him back was because they didn't think they would get as much backlash from the fans and even the cast of Guardians of the Galaxy, because Dave Bautista said that he was not going to go on. He would not be in the next Guardian film unless James Gunn came back. Which I understand. I understand that, and I also kind of appreciate that. Is he clearly did nothing wrong. So either get him back or I'm not in your movie. That being said, he's probably when you think of Guardians of the Galaxy, you don't think of Drax.
Don't you? I think he's done a really good job, especially in
the
Infinity War.
No, I'm not saying he did. I'm not saying he doesn't do a good job. I'm just saying, for me, I don't go see Guardians of the Galaxy for Drax. I go see Guardians of the Galaxy
for Groot.
For Groot, I want Groot to come back. I mean,
they're all more than likely coming back.
Yeah.
But that is a conversation for the Infinity War, pre-Endgame
podcast.
Which we will do a full breakdown of all Marvel movies.
Speaking of, I feel like we've been talking about Endgame on pretty much every single, or for the past 2 podcasts, but
it's exciting.
It is exciting. I love the new trailer that they dropped for Endgame, when it's just it's a black and white look over all of
it's a black and white clip shot.
Yeah, well, it's a black and white
it's great.
Yeah.
With the sad Avengers theme over the top.
And I love that they're not giving away anything. It's less than a month away until the film comes out, and they haven't given away anything.
Yeah, I think we'll definitely be trying to get premiere tickets for that.
Absolutely. I don't care if I have to take work off. I'm definitely going to it.
I mean, it would be work.
Yeah, I mean,
technically.
Sorry. Oh, shit. Ooh, shouldn't have done that.
Also, dying on podcast.
Well, I did have a big day yesterday.
We all had a big day.
We all had a big day yesterday. So if we sound tired, it's Because
we
we are
tired.
very tired. We procrastinated so much when we.
We've been sat here for 3 hours killing people in Red Dead Redemption 2.
It's like we should do the podcast.
Yeah.
But we finally got down to do it.
Yeah, so we'll definitely be aiming for premiere tickets for that, if not a midnight showing if there is one.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Speaking of premiere showings, I went and saw the premiere for Fighting With My Family this week. And it was amazing. Like, truly one of the best films I've seen this year so far, and it doesn't deserve to be.
It got a really high rating on Rotten Tomatoes, didn't it?
It did, and that usually...
Yeah.
90... when it came out, the first week it was on 98. I think it's dropped a little bit to 94 or something.
Yeah.
I usually don't hold that in much regard when I choose movies because Rotten Tomatoes is a...
oh yeah, I forgot you're British.
Yeah, I said this is how English is supposed to sound.
Oh. Tomatoes.
No, tomatoes. Speak correctly.
Okay.
Anyway, I don't really hold Rotten Tomatoes much stock because it's almost always wrong.
Yeah, and I feel like Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah, that's right.
Because I just don't want to get you angry at me. I just don't want to piss you off.
Too tired for that.
I'm too tired for this. I mean, I'm too tired to get you angry. And you're bigger than me.
I am bigger than you. Remember that.
Yeah, but I feel like Rotten Tomatoes... It's... What's the word I'm looking for? It's credible, but anybody can go onto it and anybody can talk a movie down.
Yeah, it's
you know what I mean? It's not just for critics and all that kind of stuff. Like anybody with any keyboard warrior can go on and just say like this movie's garbage because I don't like it.
Yeah, and the only time I really take any stock for it is if the viewer score and the critic's score are almost the same.
Yeah, exactly.
Because that usually is a good indication of how good or bad it is.
But you know what? If you want to get an accurate description of a movie and see how good it is, read our reviews.
Yeah, read our reviews because they're always 100% correct.
Yeah.
There is, right at this very moment, a written review for Fighting With My Family out, written by me.
Really?
It was fantastic. It really was fantastic. It follows the life of the WWE superstar Paige.
Do you have to be a fan of the WWE to actually understand like some stuff in the movie, or like can you just go into it not really knowing?
I thought that maybe you would upon entering, but no, they do a really good job of creating sort of like a distance between the two. So it's like your Coach Carter's and you Remember the Titans in that it does revolve around the sport.
Yeah,
but it is not. It's about the characters.
Yeah,
it's not about.
They just happen to be in wrestling.
It's she happens to be trying to get into the WWE. It is obviously sponsored by the WWE, and the producer was Dwayne Johnson, ex-WWE champion. But like it follows more the hard work and the family troubles that she had going from like an independent scene into a company that is worldwide.
It's also it's a true story, isn't it?
It is a true story. In fact,
because when you think of trying to get into the WWE, I remember when I was in high school, I looked up how to get into the WWE.
It's ridiculously hard.
It said just get a normal job.
Yeah,
it said much. Unless you know somebody in the WWE, you're not getting into the WWE.
Yeah, you either have to be in wrestling and be one of the best, or have a way in without it. And that's sort of what this is about, because it's about her struggles, about how her brothers have tried to get in and they've not made it, and how she's finally broken that barrier. It's just a great movie. It's written and directed by Stephen Merchant. Of The Office, the English version of The Office.
Oh.
Way to mention the same show twice in a podcast. So everyone will probably know him as Ricky Gervais's gangly glassed mate.
Oh, him.
Yeah, that's him. It's also got.
I was about to say, who is that guy?
It's got stars like Nick Frost in it and Lena Headey of Game of Thrones fame.
Nice.
So it's got a pretty packed and all-star cast.
I was going to go see it the other night, but I just crashed. I haven't seen it yet. I really want to go see it.
It is really good, and even if you're not a wrestling fan, I would say you definitely go out and check it out.
Yeah.
Definitely worth it.
Yeah.
I believe it got 4 stars on our review, or my review.
Nice.
I would have given it higher, but guarantee you'll kind of get it. There's just a few things towards the end where you're just like, could have done that a bit better.
Yeah.
But the story is
that's
fantastic.
that's every movie. Like any movie, like no movie has, no movie is perfect. Every movie has flaws.
Having said that, we have given out one solitary 5-star rating.
Which one movie of the year?
It did win Movie of the Year, so I guess it warranted the 5-star rating.
Yeah, and I called it.
Yeah, okay.
Not to pat myself on the back, but I'm good at this.
I am fantastic at writing reviews. You all suck. Read my reviews.
Just okay.
But yeah, now that he's done bolstering his ego,
it's massive.
Do you have a big piece of news you'd like to share with the podcast?
Big piece of news. I think you're talking about Taika Waititi.
God damn it, he actually did have a piece of news.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Alright, Taika Waititi.
Yeah.
Hit me.
So.
Not in the face.
So, if you haven't heard, they're coming out, or Lucasfilm, Lucasfilm and Disney are coming out with the Mandalorian TV show, a Star Wars TV show spin-off.
Yeah, slated for I believe the DC streaming service that is coming.
Yes. And it's being directed by Jon Favreau. And I'm not 100% sure, because I only read about it a couple days ago, that Taika Waititi is, I think he's either he's just in an episode, or he's directing an episode, but he's playing the bounty hunter and the IG-88, and there are some Star Wars fans, well, I'm assuming there are Star Wars fans, the Pop Culture podcast, but he is the bounty hunter that looks like he's always got his mouth open.
The robot.
The robot. That looks like
he's got like a giant, he looks kind of like a robot version of Pencil Vesta.
Yeah, that is the best description of him. But
where to isolate? We've isolated this down to people who have seen Star Wars and Rick and Morty.
But when I heard about it, I was really excited, because I love Taika Waititi in everything that he does. I've seen all of his original work, and on top of that, he's a really funny dude. And especially what he did in Thor Ragnarok, I'd love to see what he does with Star Wars as well. I'm really looking forward to that. But the thing is, apparently, I was late to the news. I thought because my brother, he's the one who finds out all this stuff. He's better at this than I am. And I thought to myself, finally beaten him to some news. I sent him a message, I sent him the article, and he goes, I know, I've already heard about this. I'm like, how? It just came out.
Does he secretly know someone on the inside that we don't know about?
That'd be cool.
Is he basically a Hollywood spy? And if so, can he send me some more stuff?
No, but that when I heard about it, I was super excited about it. I'm just really excited. I just really want to see the TV show.
I'm really excited for The Mandalorian. Jon Favreau helming it, obviously. He seems to have this weird obsession with people with shiny helmets. Seeing as he was the one who directed Iron Man as well.
Yeah.
So maybe he's just got a shiny helmet fetish.
Maybe. I wouldn't call it a fetish.
I would. Have you seen him?
Okay.
But yeah, I'm really excited for obviously the episode 9 comes out at the end of the year, and that's the end of the Skywalker saga, and I'm just really curious to see where Star Wars goes from here.
This guy, yeah. Passing up the torch to the new people.
Yeah, so
I'd like to see where they go, where they expand the Star Wars universe from here, beyond the Outer Rim.
It would be interesting to expand Star Wars out of its current galaxy.
Yeah, that'd be heaps cool. Or at least go like even like go beyond like go beyond the prequels and go beyond the original films. I would like to see Old Republic.
I would love. I think
I feel like
every Star Wars fan wants to see the Old
I feel
Republic.
like, everybody wants to see Old Republic though. Like the fans want it. Just give it to us. That's what we want.
It would make an excellent sci-fi version, like Game of Thrones style TV show.
Oh, that would be awesome. Probably
And hey, Game of Thrones is about to finish, so
is it?
yeah, the last season comes out next month, and that's it done. No more Game of Thrones.
I have never. I've watched season 1, but I kind of fell off the wagon of it.
It is
It's a long show.
It's a long show. It
Each
requires
episode
a great
goes for an hour.
Yeah, it requires a great deal of investment.
I watched it because I wanted to see Peter Dinklage smack Joffrey. It's the only reason why I watched it.
That's fair. Keep watching it because Peter Dinklage is by far the best part of that show.
Oh yeah, he was the best part of season 1.
He's the best part of everything he's been in. Have you seen Pixels?
No.
You've not seen Pixels?
No.
It's an Adam Sandler film, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's exactly
so-
why I haven't seen it.
It has its moments. Peter Dinklage being a
I feel bad for
womanizing, mullet-wearing
yeah.
video game. It sounds worse than it actually plays out.
Yeah.
And then Josh Gad doing a version of Everybody Wants to Rule the World.
I've seen that, but I have not seen the movie. I think I was still working in the movies when it came out.
Oh,
Oh yeah,
that was a long time ago.
Yeah, a little fun fact about me. Used to work in the movies.
Yeah, he practically works in Hollywood.
Doubt it. You know they didn't actually pay. Not even close. No, but apparently when I was working there, this is a little tangent that I want to go off, but apparently we never got paid penalty rates because apparently working at the cinema was working in show business. If that's working in show business. I can't swear on this, can I?
I mean,
We-
technically, no.
Technically.
I'll just do it.
We can bleep it out, can't we?
We can.
Yeah. Fuck that. I don't. I mean, fuck. No. Like, that's not working in show business. Having a 6-year-old scream in your face because they dropped a chop top, that is not show business.
Yeah.
I don't miss working at the movies.
No, it's probably the furthest away from Hollywood ever. Speaking of Hollywood, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Oh, man, we are on fire with the segues today.
Look, man, I'm about to drop the ball eventually. Let's keep this going. Yeah, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, the trailer and the posters dropped this week, and oh my god, it looks amazing. I mean, Quentin Tarantino hasn't missed yet.
No.
This is his 9th of 10 films, if people aren't quite sure what that means. It's when he started, Quentin Tarantino said he was going to write and direct 10 films, and then that was it.
Yeah.
No more Quentin Tarantino films. So I'm sure he will continue to direct
Oh, yeah.
scripts that he feels comfortable with, but
Yeah.
he will not be writing any more past whatever
There's
comes
a
after
thing, like,
this.
he gave himself, like, he said himself, like, he said, I'm going to make 10 movies. Each movie that he's done has been great, has been awesome, because he's taken years to write it. Like, how long did Pulp Fiction take? Pulp Fiction took, I think, 2-3 years to write.
Yeah, non-stop. He did nothing else in between
Yeah.
writing.
So each movie that he does takes up a lot of his time. Takes up a very lot of his time.
I mean, the last Quentin Tarantino film was Hateful Eight, and that was 3 or 4 years ago too. So
Yeah. So
I'm really excited for this one. All-star cast. I mean, Brad Pitt, Leonardo DiCaprio, Margot Robbie.
see, the thing is I like about Quentin Tarantino is that he's like, I feel like him and the actors that he works with are very loyal to each other. Like, he's always had, like, he's recently had Leonardo DiCaprio in majority. Like, he had him in Django.
Yep.
And what else did he have him in? Was it just Django?
I think it might have been just Django. Yeah.
Well, he gets a lot of his actors. To
Samuel L. Jackson is in almost all of them.
Is he?
Almost, yeah. He's in quite a lot of them.
He's on a Reservoir Dogs, is he?
No.
That's the only one I haven't seen from Quentin Tarantino.
It's definitely worth a watch. It is my
The only other director I know that is very loyal with their actors is who's the guy who does a lot of his directing is very like it's like you just ate a pot brownie and woke up in a greeting card.
Edgar Wright?
No, the Grand Budapest Hotel. Why am I pulling a blank on this? Wow, what is it? Anyway, but he's the only one. He's the only one that I know who is as loyal with his actors because he has a lot of the same actors come back in his movies. Like for example, he gets Owen Wilson to come back in a lot of his movies.
Yeah,
Just trying to remember who actually directed it.
That's a very good question. Wes Anderson?
That's it, Wes Anderson. I can't believe we blanked on that.
I know, he's such a good director.
He's a very millennial director.
Yeah, well, nobody's perfect. So what do we think? Quentin Tarantino, movie 9, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Yeah.
Excited?
Yeah, yes.
I believe it's set to release in July. Following sort of the times of the Charles Manson murders.
Yeah, the Manson family
it seems
murders.
very unclear as to how closely it will follow those, seeing as there is someone casted to play Charles Manson.
Yeah. I think Margot Robbie is playing because there was an actress who was killed by the Manson family.
Yeah.
Or by two people of the Manson family. I think she might be playing that actress. I don't know.
I'm pretty sure she is, but other than that, it doesn't necessarily follow just him.
No.
So I'd be very curious to see how it goes.
But that's the thing with Quentin Tarantino's movies. It doesn't just follow, a lot of the time, doesn't just follow one person. It follows a lot of stories.
And I mean, he's not above changing history either. So seeing as the Inglourious Bastards, he murdered Hitler with a machine gun.
Yeah. That was
in a movie theater.
Scenes.
It's a great film.
Yeah.
Honestly, Quentin Tarantino just doesn't make bad films.
He hasn't made one yet.
So
hopefully
I'm assuming this one will be fantastic, and then it's all whether or not we
hopefully it's
what happens movie. With the 10th movie.
Yeah, hopefully it's not a flop.
that would really suck.
That would suck for him to make nothing but great movies, and then this last movie to suck.
Yeah, it really would. I believe he did say in an interview he wanted to do a sci-fi film at some point.
Oh, that'd be nice. A gruesome Quentin Tarantino sci-fi movie.
Yeah, like Battlestar Galactica, but good.
That would be sick.
Yeah, so, I mean, obviously we're both Quentin Tarantino fans. What's your favorite Quentin Tarantino movie?
That's a hard one. That's like saying which child is your favorite. That's easy. I don't have one.
I don't know if my mother's listening, but it's me. So the battle continues.
Favorite Quentin Tarantino movie? That is actually a hard one. I'd probably have to go with. It's going to sound pretty generic. Pulp Fiction.
Pulp Fiction.
Yeah, because that was the first one I ever watched. I had to watch that in drama. That was technically homework.
That's the best homework ever.
Yeah. Yeah.
What did you have to do next week? Analyze the Star Wars films?
Yes.
God damn it.
Yeah.
I should have done drama.
Yeah.
Said I did business studies. Look how that turned out.
I wanted to do business studies. No one let me do it.
I've said this before. The only people who want to do business studies are the people who haven't studied business studies.
I'm sure all the business studies fans that we have out there would be...
Yeah, go and follow me on Twitter at ReviewByLurch. We'll talk about how crap business studies was.
What else are we talking about?
No, I've got this. My favourite Quentin Tarantino movie is...
Yeah.
Just my opinion doesn't matter, apparently.
No, it doesn't, but go on.
Django Unchained.
Nice.
It's just fantastic. I love westerns. They're like my favourite.
I love Christoph Waltz in that movie.
Christoph Waltz, Leonardo DiCaprio, Jamie Foxx, Samuel L. Jackson. I mean, the cast alone.
I was actually talking to someone the other day, and that scene when they're in the big house and Leonardo DiCaprio cuts his hand.
Yeah, that's real.
Yeah, that was real. I had no idea that was actually real. Like, I thought it was in the script that that he slathers his blood-riddled hand over the woman's face.
No, he just
That
did
was
that.
completely off script. I feel so bad for that girl that he did that to. But then again, it's sold the same.
Oh, it makes that scene so
It
much
makes the
better than
scene.
it could possibly have been without.
Yeah. Did he smash his hand with a hammer?
No, I believe he smashed the skull on the table.
Ooh. Oh, okay.
So he's holding a skull, and he's using that to explain to the black people why they're not real people. It was a weird time. And then he smashes the skull on the table, and it cuts his hand, and then he just wipes his hand all over her face, which is just fantastic and also really, really horrible.
Yeah. You'd think she would have to go straight to the bathroom, wash her face, or go to the doctor or something, because that's just gross.
It is very, very gross.
Yeah, don't do that.
Don't do that.
Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah, so it's kind of a joke, really.
What?
At the end of the day, wiping your blood on someone else's face. It's a really
Hilarious.
bad joke.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
Yeah. Is it hilarious?
Well, no.
No, it's a bad joke. It's a gruesome bad joke.
I mean, if someone did it to me, I'd be like, ha! Hilarious.
Yeah.
10 out of 10 comedy.
10 out of 10 comedy. Do you know who else makes violent bad jokes?
Who?
The Joker.
Ooh. Seriously, we can't stop with these segues. This is ridiculous.
Segues for days.
Ooh.
Seg days.
Seg days.
Hashtag seg days.
We'll try to make a bad joke someday.
I mean, all of my jokes are bad. But yeah, I know you've wanted to talk about the Joker movie for a while now.
Yeah, I've wanted to talk about it for a long time. Joaquin Phoenix. What an actor.
He is a fantastic actor, and
The first movie I saw him in was Don't Worry, He Won't Go Far on Foot, which is like an indie movie, but my God,
great movie.
Have you seen it?
Yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah, wow.
It's fantastic.
Oh, it's a good.
I honestly, I think he could do a really, really good job as the Joker.
Yeah.
I
mean, at first, everybody was skeptical about it, because finding a good Joker ever since Heath Ledger.
I liked the casting, hated the outfit.
Really?
I hated the outfit.
I loved it. I thought it was
just, I don't know.
Well,
It grew on me, but when it first got released, and that short 20-second video of him standing against the wall, it just looks like cosplay. I freaking hate that.
But that's the thing, though, that the reason why people didn't like it, why a lot of people, I don't know if a lot of people didn't like it. Me personally, I loved it, but it was just a different take. But the thing is, I think they've just announced, I think they've confirmed that this is in the same universe as the Nolan Batman trilogy. I think it's in the same universe because they said, or if it's not in the same universe, it's definitely in the Batman universe.
Yeah, I believe it follows the new DCU universe.
Yeah, because it's got a younger Bruce Wayne.
Wow.
It's got a younger Bruce Wayne and a younger Alfred Pennyworth.
Well, it would fit the recent announcement that the Batman will be set in the 90s. Because apparently DC are now just going to follow around Marvel like it's...
Yeah. Was it that you said earlier today? Is like they're just going to go back to the 90s?
Yeah, I was saying...
Back to the 90s is the new back to the 80s?
Yeah, because obviously 10 years ago it was all back to the 80s. It was like, gotta grab the interest of the... the 80s, the 80s families, but obviously that was 10 years ago. So we are the 80s families now.
Yeah.
The 90s are the 80s family.
I would love to be in the 80s. I reckon it was a simpler time.
Yeah, but we wouldn't be able to do podcasts like this for the gentlemen at home and ladies, obviously.
For the gentlemen at home.
Yeah, because I'm sure lots of ladies listen to our podcast.
Yeah, a few do. I'm assuming. What? It's a movie.
It's an all-inclusive
pop culture podcast.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. There are ladies on the internet.
Yeah, lady nerds.
Yeah, stop picking on them. This is my. I'm calling you out. Stop stop picking on ladies on the internet. Right.
Okay, now I'm the bad guy, aren't I?
No, you're not the bad guy.
No,
The trolls are the bad guys. There is absolutely no reason to abuse ladies on the internet. In fact, there's no reason to abuse anybody ever.
Why are we talking about this?
I don't know. I get very emotionally invested in these things.
You shouldn't scratch right next to the microphone.
That's fine. It annoys me. Online gaming is one of the worst for it.
Online gaming.
Like, there's a girl in the server.
Right.
Like,
that's why I don't usually play online.
Girls play games too.
Yeah, that's why I don't usually play online games anymore. Like the last online game that I played was probably Halo.
Great game.
That is a good game.
It just annoys me, and it's like when you tell 12-year-old gamers that girls play games too. It's like that scene from Big Mouth, or their heads explode because they've just been told that girls get horny too.
Well, are they coming out with a new season?
I assume so. Episode 1 of season 3 came out on Valentine's Day.
Yeah,
so
I love that episode.
That's a great episode.
Yeah,
fantastic TV show. You watching anything interesting as of the moment?
Or watching anything interesting?
Watching anything TV shows? Have we gotten around to talking about Afterlife yet?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Ricky Gervais show.
The Ricky Gervais show.
I had completely blanked on what you were talking about.
Afterlife is so dark.
Ooh.
And still manages to be kind of funny the entire time.
But it's kind of funny. It's hilarious. It's comedy with a point.
It is comedy with a point, and it does a really, really, really good job of displaying what depression is actually like.
Yeah. I thought that show was absolutely hilarious.
It's
fantastic.
We
can't go into great detail about what it is because we don't want to spoil it for anybody.
Also, it's very inappropriate.
Yeah.
I believe it's R-rated. I believe, maybe. If not, it's definitely MA. It's got a lot of swearing in it.
Yeah.
Everybody should watch this TV show.
Yeah.
It is important. It's funny. It's got some great acting in it, some great moments, and it doesn't go too over the top, but it makes a good point. Yeah. I think everyone should go out and watch it.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's probably the best thing on Netflix at the moment.
Yeah, absolutely.
In fact, it is definitely the best thing on Netflix at the moment.
No, there's some pretty good stuff on Netflix at the moment.
It's
actually, speaking of Netflix, do you reckon that's gonna be fighting for its life pretty soon because of the Disney streaming?
I don't know if anything at this point will ever challenge Netflix directly.
I mean, it's basically going on a subscription war at the moment because the Disney streaming service, I think is up to 1 point something million, but I'm pretty sure Netflix has like 3 million or something.
The Disney one's not up yet, is it?
I'm pretty sure people can already subscribe to it.
I think you can pre-order your subscription.
Yeah,
which is
basically
weird.
Subscribing to something that's not out yet.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah,
because I don't pre-order all of my games or anything. No, I don't think that Netflix will ever be in genuine trouble. It's kind of like
it'll definitely go through a bit of a hiatus.
Yeah, it's kind of like PlayStation and Xbox. Like neither will ever actually fully go away.
Yeah.
But one will always will take over the other for a little bit and then it'll come back. I think you'll find that the only thing that's actually going to get truly damaged by this is network satellite TV.
Oh yeah.
Things like Foxtel and Sky in the UK.
I was about to say like Sky News, as in like
and like TiVo in America, I believe, or stuff like that, where it's just channels where you have to wait for things to come on if you want to watch it.
Yeah.
You'll be stripped more or less down to your free to air.
Yeah.
TVs, channel 9s, 10s, 7s, BBC, stuff like that.
I don't.
I mean, do you watch any of it? No, me neither.
Like, I've got YouTube channels that I subscribe to. I can watch, I watch Slow Mo Guys all the time.
Yeah, realistically, all of your entertainment these days can be consumed online.
It's convenient entertainment. It's entertainment when you want to watch it.
I mean, we're doing it right now. You've got YouTube, you've got podcasts.
Yeah.
Between YouTube, podcasts, and streaming TV shows and movies, why would you ever need to get off the internet?
feel like, wait, has this already been an article? Did we do this before? If not, I feel like this should be.
I feel like it may have been briefly touched upon in a previous article, maybe one of the first ones.
We'll have to have a bit of a look. If we haven't done it, that might be an article.
Yeah, definitely. If it is, check out our podcasts.
Check out our articles.
Yeah, you should definitely check out our articles. The links are all on our Facebook page, and I believe their link is also on our Instagram account.
Yeah.
Both of which you should follow us on.
And going back to the fighting with our family, speaking of Instagram, that is coming up. That is going to go up on Instagram soon. We just dropped the ball.
Yeah, that was entirely my fault. I forgot to do it the night that it was posted, and then I could have done it yesterday, but I got very, very, very drunk. We got very drunk, and we played a lot of golf.
We
played very little golf, and we did a lot of drinking. That's about as far into that as we can go on this podcast.
My knee still hurts from yesterday, trying to go Tom Cruise. Yeah, well, I suppose like my injury is nothing compared to what happened to you.
Yeah. Let's not bring that up.
No?
My parents listen to this.
Okay. Nothing happened.
Yeah, no, we're fine. We're perfectly safe. In fact, if my mum is listening, I don't drink ever. She knows that's not true. It's fine. Yeah. If I didn't drink, I think she'd start to question whether or not I was actually her child. That makes my mum sound like an alcoholic. She's not an alcoholic. She's a lovely, lovely lady. My dad is the alcoholic. Eventually, I will do a podcast where I don't roast anyone in my family.
We could call it the roast. We could just have like a roast podcast.
We could do a roast podcast.
Like you, me, Tom, get Sam on.
The people at home have yet to meet the young Sam. But you will. In fact, you may meet him soon.
Really?
I'm trying to work on a guest for next week, so maybe.
Oh, we're starting to get guests.
I think we're going to start having more guests on. As of if you want to be on the Real Talk podcast, hit me up on Twitter and we will talk about it. I can't guarantee that it'll happen, but yeah.
I mean, if you like talking about movies and if you want to talk about it with us and you want people to hear about it,
yeah, you can come on for a segment and we'll talk about some movies or some video games.
Yeah,
and we're going to start to get to know the fans.
Yeah, absolutely.
I believe.
You believe?
I believe that anyone going to PAX this year?
Ooh. Actually, that actually reminds me. Are we actually going to PAX? Or is that still undecided?
We are currently at like 75% going.
Yeah.
We definitely want to go. We want to be there. We want to meet up with people if they're there. They want to see two random people that they heard on the internet.
Yeah.
We want to be there. Cost is obviously the only thing we're struggling with at the moment.
We want to go play video games.
Yeah, so we will be letting you know.
And talking to fans.
But if you're going to PAX and you would like to meet up with us there, again, you should hit either myself or the Big Fudge on Twitter.
Which apparently I found out I didn't actually change my Twitter handle. I just changed my visible name.
Yeah, so your visible display name is the Big Fudge.
It's the Big Fudge.
Your actual handle is still at JaredKiddo1.
Yeah.
So for anyone who was looking for him last week, it's because he's a fool. So follow him on Twitter at JaredKiddo1.
I don't know how to Twitter. I don't know what the kids are into these days.
They're into, I don't know.
They're into the Pokemon Goes.
And hey, actually, now that you brought up Pokemon Go, did you hear that they are doing a Harry Potter version?
No way.
The same company are allegedly doing Harry Potter Magical Beasts or Fantastic Beasts as a tie-in to the Fantastic Beasts franchise.
What happens if you find a Horcrux?
I mean, Horcruxes aren't beasts.
Yeah, but I know, but if you find a Horcrux.
I mean, I guess just don't let it in you. I don't know why you laughed at that. It's not a priest.
Okay. That's a whole different topic.
Yeah, again, R-rated. R-rated podcast.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're releasing it.
We joke about the R-rated podcast. I want it to happen.
It will eventually happen, but it will eventually happen when we are doing video podcasts.
Yeah.
Having said that, yes, the Magical Beasts Pokemon Go-esque style game is coming. From what I've seen, like screenshots and like interviews done, it's basically the same premise. You go around, you catch magical beasts, only instead of a Pokeball, it's a wand.
Or a wand.
You catch it with a wand.
That'd be easy. Like, do you throw it?
I think you have to do a certain movement. You have to like trace a.
Oh, you got to trace. Oh, okay.
So we'll see how that goes.
Yeah. I would actually like to play that.
Yeah. We'll play it for a couple of weeks and we'll do a review.
Yeah.
Yeah. I do think we'll probably start doing more video game stuff soon. We have been very movie faced.
Yeah. But the thing is, like, we play, like, you gotta put time and effort into video games. We have real jobs.
That is true. We will try. There will definitely be a review coming up for Days Gone upon release because I'm going to sink all of my life into that.
Yeah.
I might even call into work dead.
Okay.
I'm very sorry. They all died. They're zombies now. I have to go kill them on my motorcycle. I'm sure they'll buy that. Don't pull a hooky from work to play video games, unless you want to. You should definitely pull hooky to come and listen to the Real Talk podcast.
That is for damn sure. That's for damn sure. Like, whenever you get a chance, just listen to us because our voices are soothing. We put you to sleep.
Yeah, I mean, I hope not. You should definitely all tell your friends and your family and people at school that you don't like particularly. School or work, or preschool, or I hope not preschool.
Yeah, I hope not preschool either.
Unless you work at a preschool, and then you should tell your kids at the preschool about the Real Talk podcast.
Yeah, just tell them to get a subscription to us.
Subscription
to SoundCloud.
You should definitely subscribe to us. You should follow us on Instagram.
Yep.
At Real Talk _Pop Culture Discussions.
Mm-hmm.
We are on Facebook as Real Talk Pop Culture Discussions.
Yep.
Just look for our logo.
Yeah.
Which is currently attached to the podcast that you're listening to.
Ooh.
So you have no excuse. We're on SoundCloud.
So you have no excuse.
We are looking at iTunes. We will be on YouTube as soon as I can.
As soon as we can.
They're making it very difficult for us.
Wait, have we actually been... so we've been trying to get on YouTube.
Yeah, we've been trying. I've been trying to go on YouTube. Yes, we'll be on YouTube soon. Obviously, both of us are on Twitter separately. Jacob, am at Review by Lurch.
Yep, and I am at Jared Kiddo 1.
Look for us, follow us, ask us questions, send us messages, tell your friends about the podcast, go and read our articles.
Yeah.
Our articles are fantastic, and that is not just because I wrote most of them. All of our movie reviews, bar obviously Fighting With My Family, have been written by Jared. He is also a fantastic writer.
Oh man.
He's going to get all gushy on me now. No, he's a great writer. He knows what he's talking about. He doesn't just like movies. He loves movies.
Oh, yeah.
And, we should definitely come and see us at PAX if we make it.
If we make it. Or
if you want to be on the podcast, let us know. We're more than happy to have random people on the podcast. What could possibly go wrong?
What could go wrong?
Yeah. I think that's all for today, guys.
Yeah. Yeah,
Ready?
that's all. Yeah, that's all from me. That's all I got to say.
Keep it real.
Keep it real.